La Guajira is close to the border of Venezuela and is home to the Wayuu people. But it's also home to the largest open-cast coal mine in Latin America, Cerrejón, which is entirely owned by the Swiss mining giant Glencore. Cerrejón's footprint stretches to a mind-boggling 70,000 hectares, almost 300 square miles of this incredibly beautiful, mountainous, densely forested area with its remarkable biodiversity. And apart from the very obvious damage that coal extraction does to the planet, mining also requires water, lots and lots of water. And right now there's a battle raging through the Colombian courts between the Cerrejón Mining Company and the indigenous people of La Guajira for access to that water. At the centre of the current dispute is the Arroyo Bruno, a river which the Wayuu people have relied on for centuries for drinking, washing and irrigation, and it runs right through the centre of Cerrejón. And the company has decided to reroute the river to allow them to expand their coal extraction. And 2 weeks ago I walked along the dry riverbed of what once was a thriving, living river, and I was amazed by what I can only describe as the circular insanity of allowing the destruction of one of the most beautiful biodiverse places on the planet to get access to the water, which will allow further coal extraction, the burning of which has contributed to rising global temperatures and which has directly contributed to the scarcity of water in the tropical forests of northern Colombia. As one Wayuu community leader told us, mining in Colombia is destroying the land, it is destroying the people, it is destroying the future for us and our children, and ultimately it will destroy you too. The coal mine at Cerrejón isn't for domestic consumption. Millions of tonnes that are taken from this vast open-cast mine are destined for Europe. And it's where they are increasingly turning to Colombia in face of Russian sanctions. And while I'm sure the people of Europe know full well the enormous damage that burning coal does to the environment, I'm sure they have no idea on the impact of human rights and the indigenous Colombian people with every lump of coal that is taken from the land. So before leaving Colombia, Ms McDonough, our delegation attended a historic meeting of the four peoples of Sierra Nevada. And it was historic because it was the first time that the four nations of the Sierra Nevada, known as the heart of the world, had agreed to work with the Wayuu and Afro Colombian communities of La Guajira to speak with one unified voice against the mega energy projects and the complicity of the destruction of their land and their culture. And in that meeting, we agreed to be the voice of the communities of the heart of the world in Europe. And here we are today in this Parliament, starting to fulfil that promise.